Welcome to an organization's guide to implementing FDDC's quality case management tools, a part of the Working with Case Managers video series created by the Florida Developmental Disabilities Council. This video is designed for program administrators and focuses on how your organization can implement FDDC's quality case management tools to drive better outcomes. FDDC's case management tools can help you create a culture of clarity, accountability, and participant empowerment. They align your work with person-centered principles, reduce risk and inconsistency in service delivery, and equip staff with feedback tools so they can continue to develop in their roles. In this video, we will explore strategies to strengthen oversight of case management service provision. We will introduce 5 core competencies of case management. We will show how feedback tools support both personal and organizational growth and accountability, and we will walk through how to implement the tools in your program. We will also share practical tips for how to gather, interpret, and act on feedback from participants and caregivers, and how to train your team to do the same. Let's start by talking about what some of the common challenges are in case management service delivery. The first challenge is unclear expectations. Participants and case managers often have different understandings of what each person's role is. This expectation gap can lead to confusion or frustration. The second challenge is inconsistent performance. Because case managers have different understandings of their jobs, no 2 case managers perform their job the same, which makes it hard to hold them accountable to a performance standard. Third, there are limited opportunities for participant feedback. It can be difficult to get clear, actionable feedback from the people served by your case management program, and often you're only hearing about the things that aren't working. Finally, case managers operate very independently, and there are limited ways for supervisors and administrators to see the true quality of their case manager's work. As a leader, you may not have insight into what your case managers are doing well for participants, especially if participant complaints are the only feedback that ever reaches your desk. The case management tools system responds directly to those challenges. The system sets clear benchmarks to replace unclear expectations. It creates a standard for all case managers to follow. The feedback surveys give voice to participants' wants, needs, and preferences in an easy-to-fill-out format. And finally, you get clear insights into what your case managers are doing well and where they can improve, both at the individual and organizational level. So what is included in the Working with Case Managers case management tools system? First, there is a competency framework that outlines the 5 core competencies of case managers and 19 behaviors you can expect every quality case manager to do. This framework is something you can share with both case managers and the people served to get everyone on the same page about what to expect from a case manager. There are also participant and caregiver surveys that you can send out to the people receiving services from your program, so you can get feedback directly from them about how their case manager is doing. It asks them to give feedback on aspects of case manager performance within the case manager's control, and that align with the core competencies for case managers. Finally, there is a feedback sharing worksheet and instructions, which can help case managers and the people they serve to have a productive conversation about the case manager's performance, so issues can be resolved before management needs to become involved. Together, these give you the information you need to support your staff and improve the quality of case management at your organization. These tools not only collect feedback, they help you turn it into action, and they provide a structure for meaningful conversations that can improve trust and lead to better outcomes. These tools are all included in the Working with Case Managers Guide, which is published on the FDDC website at fddc.org. www.fddc.org/resources/#guide or at the QR code on your screen. It is ready for you to share with your team, participants, and caregivers. Let's start by talking about what core competencies are. Core competencies establish consistent expectations, define what quality case management looks like, and keep the focus where it belongs, which is on strong relationships, clear communication, and follow-through. These are the key components of a case manager's job and the things they ought to do well. These competencies matter for participants, case managers, and program administrators. For participants, it means consistent, goal-oriented support. For case managers, it means clear performance expectations. And for administrators, it provides a structure to monitor, improve, and sustain quality over time. There are 5 core competencies for case managers. These are positive relationship building, effective communication, professionalism, support and service facilitation, and support team coordination. If case managers do these things well, then they likely will be successful at their jobs. There are 19 key skills that case managers should have, which fall under each of the 5 core competencies. The full skill list breaks each competency into observable, trainable behaviors. These skills are the foundation for your supervision, training, and evaluations. These are things like supporting decision-making, checking for understanding, being reliable, completing administrative tasks, educating participants and caregivers about service and support options, and helping to ease transitions. How did FDDC go about developing the core competencies? These tools were developed collaboratively, with input from people with disabilities, caregivers, case managers, and policymakers. They're grounded in evidence and shaped by Florida's community voices. In response to participant and caregiver preferences, the surveys are available in 2 formats, fillable PDF and digital, both in English and Spanish. They're screen reader compatible and AAC friendly. The digital version has a few additional functions, such as a scoring function to help you highlight key areas of strength and development, a read aloud option, and results can be emailed to a recipient upon completion. The surveys are available in 2 versions, participant and caregiver. The caregiver survey is for caregivers to fill out about the case manager. The questions ask about the caregiver's relationship with the case manager and how the case manager works with the participant. The participant survey is for people receiving case management services. This includes people getting help for a disability, medical condition, or other needs. It's designed for the person getting services to either fill out on their own or with the help of a caregiver. The caregiver survey is similar to the participant survey. Both surveys include 19 statements about what a case manager should do well, and both use the same answer choices. The participant survey has pictures and uses simpler sentences intended to make it easier for people with disabilities to use. These surveys are conversation starters. They help participants reflect on their experiences and share what is working or not working in a safe, structured way. Case managers and supervisors can use the responses to guide supportive check-ins, identify service gaps, and strengthen the team's responsiveness. These surveys can become a feedback mechanism among participants, caregivers, case managers, and program administrators. If your organization wants, you can use the feedback tools as part of your quality monitoring practice. The feedback tools can create a structured way to get real, meaningful feedback from the people served by your program. You'll get real data on staff performance and identify concerns in real time, which can support targeted development of your staff. And on an aggregate level, you can track trends and improve how services are delivered across your agency. There are several organizational benefits from adopting these tools. Using these tools builds trust with families and participants because you're taking the time to hear from them and act upon their feedback. It can also improve staff retention because you're giving your team clear expectations and following up with supportive supervision that enables them to meet those expectations. Finally, you can generate and monitor data that you can use to improve the case management program and report out to others. There are 4 feedback loop phases. First, you send out surveys to the people who receive services as well as their caregivers. After you get responses, you can then respond to that feedback to demonstrate commitment to the people served. Next, you help your case managers to work towards quality improvement through supportive supervision and training. Finally, you continuously monitor and improve quality at the organizational level. Each phase relies on clear communication and shared expectations. It's important to prepare staff to listen without defensiveness, acknowledge the input, and follow up with concrete steps. Let's break down how this works in practice. An organization adopts the case management tools system, and staff provides the surveys to participants and caregivers. By receiving the surveys which showcase the core competencies, participants and caregivers feel more informed about what case managers should do. This is positive for participants and caregivers because they are now more educated about case management services. Next, the feedback from participants and caregivers goes to a supervisor. The supervisor follows up with participants and caregivers about any concerns, and this results in participants and caregivers feeling heard, which builds trust in your program and organization. Next, feedback from all participants and caregivers goes to a supervisor. The supervisor and case manager have a conversation about the results. This step is most successful when case managers are trained to welcome feedback, reflect on it, and use it to build trust with the people they support. The case manager receives training in areas of development, and case manager, participant, and caregiver work together with mutual understanding of the case manager's role. This helps an individual case manager and participant to improve their relationship. The organization receives information about each case manager's performance and can use aggregate information to identify trends in case management service provision. Based on the results, they can improve training, celebrate areas of success, and report to invested individuals about case management performance and the steps taken to improve case management quality. If you think this system can help your organization improve and monitor case management quality, you can start the process with a few simple steps. First, explain the expectation that giving feedback is a standard part of the job. It's not a bad thing. It is how we all improve and better serve the participants. You then will want to identify internal champions of this process who will work with all relevant parties to implement the case management tools system. We also recommend you start with a small pilot, maybe one case manager or one team, to identify any challenges with administering the surveys and acting upon the results. Then, you can introduce the tools to staff and participants by educating them all on the core competencies of case management and how to use the tools to create these feedback loops. Pilot testing also gives you a chance to gather feedback not just from staff, but from participants and caregivers. Ask them what was easy or confusing and use that to fine-tune your process. You should work with case manager supervisors to ensure discussions of feedback are a regular part of supervision and ensure they have the tools they need to help case managers to handle any constructive criticism. Finally, you're ready to administer the case management tools system throughout your organization and begin getting feedback, monitoring performance, reflecting the trends, and adjusting training and service provision as needed to improve case management quality. If this sounds like a lot, don't worry. FDDC provides many resources to support your organization in implementing the case management tool system. The Working with Case Managers Guide outlines the core competencies in clear, plain language. Step-by-step video tutorials for people who receive services, their caregivers, and case managers to explain the process. Survey tools and feedback worksheets support receiving and acting upon feedback. Additionally, the FDDC and their partners can support organizations implementing the tools through technical assistance. You can access everything you need on the FDDC website at fddc.org/resources/#guide. Want to get started or have questions about the materials? Email us at cmguidefeedback@mathematica-mpr.com. We'd love to help you get started with implementing the case management feedback tools in your program. Thank you for watching this video. We hope it helped you understand the core competencies of case management and how to use the Florida Developmental Disability Council's Working with Case Management Tools system to monitor and improve case management quality in your organization. Please take a moment to fill out a survey to let us know how helpful this video was. You can access this video by scanning the QR code on your screen with your phone or by visiting surveymonkey.com/r/CMV video feedback on your computer. Thank you again for participating in an organization's guide to implementing FDDC's quality case management tools.